Well, I was watching a stream of the Christmas party that a couple of streamers were having, and I saw Valkyrie and Pokimane. They're sitting there talking together, and the more I sat there and I watched them, I was like, these two kind of move like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I couldn't explain it in my head, but the comparison fit so magically in my mind that I had to tweet it. I had to tweet it out. So I tweeted out, and Bezos hit me up and he's like, well, who's Jordan? And I was like, well, if we're following the same line of logic, it'd be Senna. But then I was like, you know what? Y'all are the NBA experts. Yeah. Let me just lob it to y'all. Let me just grab a list of streamers, old and new, and sort of give you their history and let you guys kind of decide how they fit or function in NBA culture, NBA Twitter, NBA content. I don't know what y'all be calling yourself.
Can I just ask?
I am terrified.
So are women streamers in the 90s right now? Like, are they in the 90s of being the women?
No, it was just more so like a back, like that was just the comparison because there's no women's LeBron James right now. Like there is nobody's like running the forefront as like has been doing it 20 years and is still at the top of their game type. Like it's just not that hasn't hit yet as far as I'm concerned.
I think Zoe Spencer is the Jamal Crawford of the women's game. All right, I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, somebody said Asia Wilson. Are we being sexist?
I mean, you definitely could. I don't think does she like own all the records?
I think naming them, I think comparing them to women would be sexist, wouldn't it? Why couldn't they be? I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I could throw Queso to Caitlin Clark the way that you know what I'm saying. He shifted the game. She shifted the game. Okay.
See? And she didn't want to be on the Beast games, like Unrivaled type shit. Okay. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right.
All right. Let me move this up real quick.
Aiden going back to kick. He ain't talking about shit. He like Kobe with all them fake retirements.
All right. Wow. How do I get my screen up?
Wait, is Aiden Kobe?
No, I was saying
Aiden is hell no.
I was saying Aiden is Caitlin Clark. I was saying Aiden was Caitlin Clark because he got
let him do it. You got it.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Oh, you got to click present at the bottom
on StreamYard.
Got you.
This is probably the most brain rotted topic that we've ever taken seriously, and I'm all for it.
I already know Aiden is, man.
Nigga said Aiden is D-Lo. Nigga, oh my god.
No.
Okay, so we're actually just gonna start off with Queso. He's the first one up. Now I don't need to present you with a history of Queso. We've pretty much all seen his rise over the course of like the past year and a half. He started with 2K clips on TikTok, and just his energy and his very neutral demeanor, just likes to have fun. He's very OG with like how he presents himself. He plays his game, he makes his comments, he has his fun, and he dips out. So as a pure neutral start, fellas. Where do you see this man in NBA, WNBA, past,
NBA,
present?
NBA present, and I already got the player, Damian Lillard.
What?
Damian Lillard.
He don't know ball on case.
I'm about to say, listen to my reasoning. He is a benefactor of being a content creator that came up in a specific way that was relevant for the time. So using TikTok, he is one of the bigger people to blow up because of TikTok and get that audience onto his shit and become one of these bigger streamers. With Dame benefited from being in the three-point shooting era. With Stephen Curry being the guy, which there is a the guy for this era of people and content creators, Dame is second, third up there in terms of the small guard that can score the ball phenomenally.
Ain't nothing small about Queso though.
Oh my Jesus.
I'm sorry, I had to get my one in. Go ahead.
So for me, I think Dame. He's not the biggest person to come up. He's not the biggest from this new era of however niggas are scoring, but he's definitely one of the bigger ones, and it's going to be an influence for the next generation.
Shit, I think this is very clear cut. He's Jokic. Jokic is white. He's white. Jokic gets cooked for being fat. Queso gets cooked for being fat. And honestly, to your numbers point, his numbers are definitely up there with the all-time greats already. Putting up 50K, 60K live averages, but never gets the credit that I feel like he deserves. That's Nikola Jokic right there, no cap.
Okay.
I mean, The OG talks, I'm not necessarily too familiar with his game, but with the OG talks, the all-time great conversation and things like that, but still being able to adapt to the time. Maybe he's not necessarily doing it like how the Lions are nowadays, but I was actually going to have a weird pick. Jokic was my answer, but if I can't really say Jokic, I might even cheat a little bit and say he's like a Pop, you know? I feel like
Just put him as a coach.
Just putting this guy his shit together, and at this point, he just knows how to call the plays for himself. He knows how to put himself in certain situations. We just need to get him a little Wemby, and whatever the Wemby is, whatever event it would be, and he could easily take back over and remind the world that Pop still got it back in the day. In short, yeah, he really stole.
I think you put it. Actually, it's pretty simple. I think he is Caitlin Clark. This is actually a really good one. He not doing all the collaborations. He is playing his game. I think he is exciting. I think Queso is funny as fuck. Like out of all the streamers, he might be, no disrespect, one of the only funny ones in real life. Gets a lot of hate just because he's fat and potentially white. Well, he is white, not potentially. He is. There's no.
we don't know yet. We don't know what's going on.
He never announced it.
But he's not collabing with nobody, and he is putting up the numbers. So. I actually am gonna say Queso. I mean, I'm gonna say Caitlin Clark.
He's 24. Oh, I look stupid.
I like the Caitlin Clark and Jokic ones. The third one that I was gonna go with before I really thought about it was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just for how young they are and how fast the come up was, and how often they get edited by gay people who love them.
Huh?
And that's just the truth.
Do the gays rock with Queso?
They fucking look up lesbians for Queso right now. Like
not even gay gays,
bro. They rock with him heavy. The whole LGBTQ is Queso backed. You couldn't go to San Francisco without making a boss called a Queso. I'm telling you.
Is he even?
Right.
Yo, Tevin, shut up.
he's from Arkansas, but he's gay. Whatever. All right, next up. We got Saikuno. We're gonna lob some people that y'all might not be familiar with. Saikuno is he's not an OG, but he's definitely in the generation that we are in, more so the 25 to 29 demographic. There's an Asian streamer out in California who dominates the soft boy demographic. He does not go out of his way. He is not flashy. He is very soft spoken, but he gets numbers. He's putting up big numbers. This streamer is probably outstreaming viewer wise your favorite streamer, Sans, Kai's, and Jinxies and XQCs. Like he's right below that 20, anywhere from the 20 to 30K range before he left for YouTube. So, like I said, very very quiet, stays out of the way, but everybody loves him anyway. I'll open the floor for you, just to make guesses based off that. He hangs out with like Pokimane and Ray and all of them. If you couldn't guess.
Yeah, this was easy for me because I don't necessarily watch him too much. I've seen.
Hey, before one last thing, don't say Jeremy Lin. I don't want to see a fucking Jeremy Lin in the comments.
Who's gonna say Jeremy Lin?
I just because I know how niggas are.
Okay, that's fucked up.
Okay,
all right.
Go ahead, Sage.
You stole my answer.
No, I was not about to say no damn Jeremy Lin. I was gonna keep it short, sweet, to the point. I actually do know of this creator. I haven't watched him personally, but I remember during the Among Us wave, I saw a couple of his videos and streams pop up on my shit a lot. Maybe that's a weird time to watch him. But the point being is, yeah, I do think that he's definitely established himself in the streets. However, he's not somebody that everybody turns their TV on all the time to watch, but that doesn't take away the greatness. So I think this is one hit quitter TKO for me. I'm going with Timothy Duncan. Nothing too flashy, straight to the point, but definitely effective. Definitely one of them ones.
I love it. For me, you're right. I don't know ball, so I have to go with the frame of mind of he is a great. I'm being told about how great he is / was. He is from a different generation, and I don't know ball. So the only comparison I can use is Yao Ming, a great center. That I genuinely probably didn't know ball about. Like I didn't know a lot about Yao Ming's game growing up, but as I got older and looked back, it was a bunch of aspects of his game that was just phenomenal. You hear the greats talk about him. He's my favorite center's favorite center. Shaq loves him. Yeah, Yao Ming.
I know he's flashy, but I'm gonna go Tracy McGrady, man. Because from your description, he sounds like he was one of them ones in his prime. You know, older generation, but just wasn't really up there with the Kobe's of the world. You know, with the Duncans, with the Shaqs. But there was an argument though. There was argument.
Okay.
A strong one, but there was argument.
I'd actually give it to Paul Pierce.
I like that one a lot.
I think his comp would be Paul Pierce. Kind of like B-Souls is thinking. You know, not really like, if we having a serious conversation about this era, we're not gonna put him in there. But the people from that era are gonna be like, oh no, he is. Don't
Not
disrespect him
not
now.
too
Yeah,
much.
don't disrespect him now.
No.
'Cause
Saikun on
he
the
is like
clutch.
that. Yeah.
No, absolutely. For my reference, I actually had him as John Stockton. He had a lot of people that he had big collabs with. Like he blew up off of Among Us, like Sage was saying. So he had a lot of collabs with him. He was able to dish the rock very effectively. And from his frame and from his look, you wouldn't think he's a big streamer. Like I said, he's very quiet and he doesn't like big attention. So just like John Stockton when he was out for the Olympics, people didn't even know it was John Stockton. But he's still one of the GOATs, man. He's very popular even to this day, and we got a lot of respect for him. So, all right, the Yao Ming pull was crazy, but I have to respect it. All right, up next,
Genuine answer.
back in the familiar territory, we're going with all of RDC. I don't think I have to explain RDC World to y'all because it's a similar audience, but for those who don't know the history of the RDC, they've been around for a hot ass minute. They started with anime content, worked their way into streaming, but they're pretty much all things media at this point. Go ahead if you feel it.
This is too easy. I got this all day, every day. This is the 08 Celtics specifically. This is specifically the 08 Celtics. They are the pioneers. They are the starters of something great. They started a trend that changed the game forever. RDC made it cool for black people to be like, hey, I like anime that's not fucking Dragon Ball Z. I like more than just that. Okay. They made it cool for us to do that. So yeah, just like the 08 Celtics made it cool to do super teams, RDC made it cool for, your niggas that like anime.
That's a great comp. I ain't even trying to make it long. That's a great 08 Celtics. I like it.
No, you wrong with that?
Are y'all saying they hanging on to one thing?
I mean, their thing is anime. It's been anime this whole time. That's their thing, is it not?
Now the other thing to talk about in that one is, actually, I'm not gonna go 08 Celtics. Was that 2018 Braun? Or 2018 Cavs in Mark Phillips's Braun.
Oh, wow.
I was disrespectful.
Wow.
How is that? Oh, that's crazy.
I was being disrespectful personally. I explained it. I actually give an explanation. Go ahead. Just give an explanation.
I actually thought y'all were.
My chat's good. They're chilling.
I thought y'all were going to agree with that. I ain't going to lie. No, only because I think some of the 08 Cavs are very, very underrated.
18 Cavs.
What did I say? 08? My bad. 18 Cavs are very, very underrated. Not anybody else that can carry a team by themselves, right? If it makes you feel better, we can throw the Cavs with Kyrie in there. So we can say what Desmond is.
That was Leland for sure.
Leland is Kyrie. Okay, cool. But everybody else can't carry a team. But when they're together, most people forget 17, 18 defense. Defense was great on 17, 18. 17, 18 Cavs? You see, I'm trying to put multiple years together.
It was the offense. I don't want to nerd it out, but
no. They had a fantastic offense. The defense was also underrated. So really well-rounded team. That engine that Braun was, though, boy. I'm trying to tell you, Marcus. So
okay,
that's disrespect. That's disrespect.
Yeah, I think it's.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is a team that has been shown to play has shown the ability to either start their own wave and era or adapt to the new streaming era, anything like that. Call it Glaze or whatever the hell. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this team has more than one first option and things of that nature. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a good old Chicago, man. I think I'm gonna give them a good old Chicago.
Current Chicago.
Wait, which Chicago?
The 96. Oh my God, yeah, like the 90s Bulls Chicago team. I'm gonna go ahead and get them. No,
wait a minute.
You could have meant 2011. You could have meant the 2011 Chicago. I'd be like,
why would I give them the 2011?
Let me ask you this. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. Because when Mike retired, right, Scotty was all-star. He carried him to the finals.
All-star.
So what I'm asking you is, if Mark retires, who is?
Because here's the thing. I think, for example, whoever you
finna
think
chat.
Scotty is, whether it's Dylan.
No, who do you think Scotty is? Don't ask me who I think Scotty is.
Who do I think the second funniest in RDC is?
No, I
Probably.
didn't know. Stakes, you were so. Oh, I hate
I'm
this
just
nigga right here. Nobody said anything
answering
about
the question.
funny.
That's not the question.
All right, who would be the hypothetical Scotty per se? I'd probably say Leland. I'd probably say Leland for sure. But then I'm not gonna sit there and count out Crash Out Diz, aka Dennis Rodman. I'm not gonna sit there and not gonna sit there and ignore the brilliance of a Phil Jackson. That be Av, because he's not really on the court.
Okay, you know what? You saved yourself with that. You saved yourself calling
that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, these the 90s Bulls. And then for sure, that we all feel like, okay, if this team was in a more recent era, they could still do some things. Yeah, sure, they'd take some time to adjust to the spacing of the game and whoop, whoop. But yeah, they could hoop regardless.
So we done with the 90s, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fuck with
I am done with the 90s, but that's a perfect analogy for them.
I fuck with the Celtics. I fuck with the Bulls comparisons. I rock with all of them. The Cavs one I kind of understand because the star power mark is huge. I actually went with the 2000 Spurs because if you watch their streams specifically from a streaming only perspective, Mark is low key not the carry, and like Mark is Tim Duncan clearly in those situations. Dylan, Desmond, Leland, Ben, like they really have their own moments. So it could be like a anybody's day, like a Tony Parker. It could be a Manu. Fuck around. It could be Matt Bonner. But they all do have like their days, and like if you go to their TikToks or just their streaming pages and stuff like that. They have, half their highlights are just Leland doing silly ass shit. Guess I'll buy the games again. Like that's all Leland type shit. Yeah. So you could definitely make the argument for like how they changed the game with the Celtics or this, the star power market with Leland and Scotty. But I agree. Next up is this is far out. This is Sketch. Sketch also made a name for himself in the past 2-ish years. Some good, some bad. But Sketch has been really effective with catchphrases, very witty, off-the-cuff banter, the same way that a basketball player might have freestyle-esque moves, and a very just cheerful demeanor. Bro never gets mad about what happens. He always goes with the flow. He has an ability to be seamless no matter what environment he's in, and he generally just knows ball. He's a ball knower across many fields. So
what's his current numbers like?
He's doing reactions and more like collaborative stuff out in LA. It fluctuates a lot. His mainstay audience could be anywhere from like 3.5 to 6K. If he's out there doing shit with Jinxie and the FaZe clan stuff, it could be up to 10 to 20K.
Listen, let me go first again. This is a walk away giver right here. This is a given one. We're talking about a guy that had a very, very dominant start. All-time peak start, some would say, with the numbers he was pulling, the way he was able to save a game like Madden. No one thought that could be done since like the big dogs of Madden. Definitely saved that. Then, situations happen, and then there's a bit of a fall off, bit of a change, but he's still the same guy, a ball knower, if you will. I gotta say Dwight Howard.
Nah, I smirked because I thought of Dwight too. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'll be lame. Yeah, I thought of Dwight. I gotta stay.
Okay. I'm gonna go for clip. He's a clip master, bro.
Hey, listen, man. Shout out to Damo. I'm gonna go Karl Anthony Towns. Nah, not even on some. Nah, chill. It ain't even about the big purr, y'all. Relax. What I'm saying is, year one was crazy. Y'all remember year one, Cat? Year two came around. It's a little slower. What I'm saying? Giannis started taking over. Jokic came onto the scene. Cat may just be a second option. You know what I'm saying? And I think right now, Sketch is showing that, him solo, that may not be the best way for him to maximize his potential. He's great with collaborations, but just him, it's a little, no pun intended, sketchy.
I was definitely gonna go Stephon Marbury, but I want to save my Stephon Marbury for somebody else.
I already know who it's gonna be.
I'm sorry.
No. I am gonna say that at this point, he has to be like a Jamal Crawford. You know, he's not a main character. We've already run the main character experiment with Sketch. It was great. It was cool. Not sustainable. Not gonna get you some peaks. Now, although there's no incident in that, I think as a role player, as like a what they call him, a leg man, the guy that's finishing the joke, Sketch is like, that's his perfect role. So he fits being like B Mike to the Jinxies. He fits being B Mike to the collaborations. Come off the bench, say your funny stuff, and then get up out of there. And then that's Sketch now. That's who he is now. But back when he was young and he was doing a shake and bake, woo, that's some good sketch.
This is crazy for someone who's only been in the game for like the same amount of time as Queso.
Washed.
That is crazy.
I'm not saying that. And y'all know, I know the other guys on here know. I thought Sketch was like fucking hilarious. Like I was really putting people on the Sketch because I thought he was that guy. But again, you look back at the past paperworks, Jamal was the next MJ if you asked the right person.
Certain creators just took a turn. That's why I went with Cat. You know what I'm saying? Some turned into Giannis, some turned into Jokic. 22 points a game.
Didn't Jamal Crawford play for the Hawks?
Yeah, but this is like pre-Hawks. I'm talking about when he was on the Bulls.
Nah. Because this is the second time you done brought Jamal Crawford up. You a guy that liked the Hawks and you never mentioned Jamal Crawford. I'm connecting dots. You don't like that nigga. That's what this is.
Jamal Crawford? I have no problem with Jamal Crawford.
I can't tell.
Yeah, he's a good game. He is a six man. When he tried to run the lead in Chicago and in New York, it wasn't him. And that's okay. Like he said, I mean, we figured that out about everybody.
Everyone can't be Bron, man. So cool.
That's absolutely fair.
Say.
The joke of Dwight Howard just made me laugh. I didn't think
joke.
So I would just say, yeah, sure, Dwight. I didn't have one for this. I just started laughing.
They both know ball. One aggressively.
Sketch peak is higher than Jamal. Okay. But go ahead.
I have a crazy one when I first came up with this one, and it's gonna sound much more disrespectful than it is, but I went with Fred VanVleet because he rose up kind of out of nowhere because of the like, what's up, brother? The same way that Fred VanVleet came up big in the playoffs that 2019 run. 2019. And so the world was kind of his oyster, especially after Kawhi left. It was like, oh, he might have the keys to Toronto if things shake out. And like y'all said, he just wasn't the main guy. You know, whether that's his own decision or they threw it at him and he wasn't up to snuff. You know, it's just one of those guys that found their lane when they were presented big opportunities, and they were just like, okay, well, I'm just going to cash out and enjoy, what I got. So it's not a disrespect for VanVleet. I know him real well. I played ball with him a couple times. So
that crazy name.
Damn, life flex.
He went to Wichita State. Let me tell you, it wasn't close. It was like more like me just being a fan on the court with him. So
nigga passed it back.
All right. Up next is Neon. Neon is a streamer, but I use that term really fucking lightly. He's known for bullshitting. He's known for stirring the pot. He loves to create controversies about him, faking his own death. He loves to just get into shit. There's really not much else to say about him. His whole thing is dramatics and theatrics.
I got mine too.
Yeah, I got mine because I half-assed last one. I'll go out the way and say I don't know too much about his streams or anything like that, but based on the clips I've seen, Patrick Beverly, easy. I think that I think it's just like, hey, gang, whether you think he's peak, whether you think he's someone that you want on your team, or whether you think that he's just being a pain in the ass, one thing is for certain is he is pissing somebody off, and he's going to do it unapologetically. So, yeah, I think Pat Bev is my easy answer.
This is way too easy for me. We're talking about somebody who has to do things the absolute opposite, unorthodox way. He is on the outside of the in group, looking in, trying to make that kind of money, make that kind of impact, but he just won't be allowed to be in because of circumstances, background, character, all that. Julian Newman.
Okay.
I was ready.
I actually think there's a better one for Julian Newman, I think, but go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Draymond, man. I'm gonna steal him from the chat, man. Just a
Draymond.
menace, but still puts up numbers. Draymond got some DPOIs. Neon still puts up numbers for.
Are these numbers real?
And
Are
that
Draymond's
and Tevin,
numbers real?
Tevin, I'm glad you said that. So my guys, I got guys. Jalen Green, Christian Wood that one season.
Oh my god.
Christian Wood that one season.
Yeah.
Ricky Davis, on the Rockets. Hassan Whiteside and Drummond.
Wow.
A bunch of empty stats guys.
Okay.
Guys
That's
that
crazy.
you
I don't
think
like
that-
my comp. I like these better.
the guys that are supposed to be good. Kevin Porter Jr. that one. Oh my God, Kevin Porter Jr. that one season. I'm gonna delete those tweets. Because I'm telling you, I thought Kevin Porter Jr. was going to be a better James Harden. Just empty stats. Somebody that you hear about, see about, and when you go look at the channel, I think out of all the streamers like out there for real, I have the least understanding why anybody quote unquote watches him. But also, do people watch him?
Yeah. With this one, I went into it completely going with Dylan Brooks, a nigga that is just extremely loud, being aggressive, and because that's the only way he can get any attention. And when it's time to actually perform, the thing you're supposed to be doing, you're actually just super dog shit at it. So you might have a good game here or there. You might actually come up with a good idea. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. You know what I mean? But Dylan Brooks was the easiest pick for me. This man is all bark, no bite, and no viewers. So up next, this is Cutie. This is Cutie Cinderella. This is Ludwig's girlfriend. She hosts the Streamer Awards. She actually hosts a ton of your favorite streamers awards. The reason why I put her on here is not so much because she is a person who gets in the field a lot, which she does, she streams, but she is someone who is creating the events in which your favorite streamers get a part of. So rather than liking her to a player, I would actually like y'all to liken her to either an organization as a whole or a coach. The floor is yours.
Oh, I got this easy because I can still do a player, and then y'all find out why. Garrett Temple. I go with Garrett Temple for the simple fact a lot of the average casual viewer won't even know who the fuck that is, like I did when you brought her up. I didn't know who the fuck this was, but you find out she's integral to setting up events and doing all this extra behind the scenes work, just like Garrett Temple is the vice president of the Players Association. So a lot of these things that go on in CBAs and for the players on the player side are dictated by Garrett Temple. So he's masterminded behind the scenes.
I will say, I'll add on to this. The FaZe boys love her. Like she's certified with them. Like Jason loves them. Max and all them. That's their own girl.
Hey, Garrett Temple's always on somebody's bench.
I said Jason loves. Be so. Hey man,
I was making sure I heard correctly.
Hey man,
my bad.
I even know who that is, bro.
No, he's a gooner.
Relax. I got a perfect one.
Go ahead.
Clutch Sports / Rich Paul. That's exactly what QT is, man. Running shit behind the scenes, event organizer. Ludwig is her LeBron, but Rich Paul be making it. You know what I'm saying? Rich Paul be making a move behind the scenes. So
that's
Clutch Sports, Clutch Entertainment.
Miso's almost dangerously stole my answer. I was going to go ahead with the player route as well, but even if you want to do his front office work, that stands as well. This was the perfect person for her. I'm going to go James Jones. I'm unfamiliar with her game on the court. So as far as I know, hey, she's paired with LeBron. No disrespect. You don't know your game. And she's 3-time champion. So there's that. But then if we talk about off the court, he's been one of the better executives in basketball as of late. Not perfect. But he's working on it. So yeah, I'll definitely say that I'm going with James Jones here.
Yeah, she's done some very unserious things in the past. Can't think of them off the top of my head, but also the production of the Streamer Awards can be unserious quite often. I'm gonna go with the Los Angeles Clippers. Franchise that people think is supposed to be serious. They keep making strides to be serious, but is very much unserious.
Okay. The way that I had likened her was very close to Bezos, but I just went with the Oklahoma City Thunder organization, just because she just has a good eye for setting shit up things well into the future. She does really good. Like I said, she runs basically all the major events that happen, as well as she does her own thing with streaming. You know, she does her own thing. You know, like the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're not really like in a big market, so they just kind of do their own thing and they do it well. So, but I also want to change my answer because of the way you said Rich Paul. I kind of want to change the Oklahoma City Thunder and Sam Presti moreover to, and I didn't put him on here, but FaZe Banks, kind of a dickhead, but his talent, scouting knowledge is kind of second level. So I would have to give it to him. Also,
Is it?
And another extra one that I want to put on here that is 1 for 1 correct. It might be the most correct one on this list, but I didn't add it. Dr. Disrespect is Karl Malone. We can't argue about it.
Oh my god.
It is 1 to 1 exactly correct. And 2 6'8" dudes who threw it all away for someone underage. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Nuts.
That's right on the money. Next up is Mari. Mari is well in tune. She started out as a mod for Your Rage, I'm Dante, and started becoming her own streamer. She does a lot of things with the people out in Austin, like myself, but she also goes out. She's really been like coming into her own, going out to LA, doing a lot of big events. She is kind of green, but she's been around in the streamer zeitgeist for long enough. She's been in the industry long enough that she knows where she's going to pursue. She has a lot of potential. Where do you guys see it?
I got it before you even got it. I'm sorry.
Please don't say Bonds. I feel like you're gonna say Bonds.
She is Josh Primo.
That is not where I was going.
She is Josh Primo. Young, horny, potential. Boom. That's it.
What the hell?
What?
Horny potential.
Young, horny potential.
Josh Primo, for those that don't know, it was touching himself in the massage rooms for the Spurs. And every time I see a clip of Mari, she is she's fiending over Duke Dennis.
The Duke Dennis clip is crazy.
Yeah, the Duke Dennis clip or clips
plural, but that one clip specifically.
Yeah. So, like I said, Josh Primo, 100%.
Just call him Duke Dennis. Yeah, I got this one super easy. I know Ball on Mari. I'm Dante fan, a Your Age fan, so I've seen her come up genuinely like over the years. Yeah, this is Bronny James.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Bronny James. Listen, biggest stimulus package of being in a part of two of the bigger communities when it comes to tight-knit, die-hard fandom. You are a mod in Your Rage and on Dante's community, and you're integral. Like, these niggas is calling you out by name. They are vouching for you for these people. When she started streaming, Dante was already trying to, I'm not gonna say put her on, but he was definitely one of the bigger motivators for her. He would definitely shout out her streams, bring up her streams and her clips when she just first started. All her lore, same thing with Rage. I want to say, low key, somebody just said in the chat, she could be considered an industry plant. Bronny James, nepotism, industry plant, hand in hand in this conversation.
Well, I'm gonna be, I guess, perhaps a lot nicer to her. Not even on some PC shit, but as Damo, I'm not gonna sit here and play pretend. I've watched Dante streams, Ray streams. I know about Mari. And here's the thing. We've already dunked on her a ton. My God, I'll say I genuinely think she's a good creator. It's just about potential. And I think it's a little, I guess, 1-to-1 to give her a woman or a WNBA comparison, but I definitely see like a Juju Watkins kind of thing going on, because I think it's just a matter of polishing the game, working on your own craft, and building a name for yourself at this moment in time. So I definitely would say something like that.
Let me just say, I have been one of the bigger Bronny James fans, especially since he came into the league. I have not been on the side of hating on Bronny, calling him trash. I see the potential, and I wanted the Lakers to get him with the second round pick, not the first round pick, but I did see a world where the Lakers got him and a world where he played on the Lakers. I am a Bronny James guy if there is Bronny James gods. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or backhanded compliments. I'm just saying she does have a crazy stimulus package for somebody who just started streaming in her situation.
Her being horny isn't bad either, but okay.
I'm gonna go similar lines with Sage. I'm gonna go Darius Garland, man. Already an all-star, potential's already there. Is it gonna be top 5? But very, very solid. That man sounded like hate, but no. I think she's gonna be up there.
Just the way you said.
Multiple time All-Star, a couple All NBA selections. You know what I'm saying? Very solid, very solid.
Okay. For this one, I went with Austin Reeves, kind of for a similar. I'm kind of combining y'all's because like she did get the stimulus package from having the confidence instilled by Bron and by AD, but has her own like grit to it. She if you hand her the ball, she's gonna make a move with it. She has the ability to like create her own content, same way Austin Reeves can create his own shot, but she has no problem relying on those that have helped her come up. She definitely has a lot of potential. She's just a friend of mine. So, all right, beyond this, everything we're starting to get into the heavy hitters. I think we've gotten all the other ones out of the way. Yep. So we're gonna start with Aiden Ross. Aiden, I also don't really have to explain. A lot of you guys know him. You saw his rise. He started with 2K. I think did wagers first before he started getting into shit with Bronny. The LeBron James clips happens, and then he just goes berserk with collabs. Went out to LA. He's involved with everybody, and then recently, got to do a stream with Donald Trump. Our future president. So, top of the world of streaming, many controversies, but at the end of the day, what can you say?
I got it. Too easy. It's too easy. This is James Harden, man. Aiden Ross. 1-1 with James Harden, a man who is definitely integral to changing the game and how it's played, how it's looked at, and how others do it after him, but doesn't get the same respect as another man, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be somebody here that's going to be the other man in this conversation, but doesn't get the praise of another person of his era. Definitely has not gotten all the awards he deserves, but definitely got some awards. Definitely doesn't get all the recognition he deserves, but when you look around, the influence is there, peaks and bounds. There's so many imitators and copycats after him, but no one wants to give him his credit. James Harden.
You know what's crazy? I got very, very similar reasons to Damo, but it's just a different player. Dr. J. Yeah, doesn't get talked about enough when it comes to. Yeah, no one really talks about Dr. J's peak. Doesn't really get the credit for arguably saving the NBA, because he was in the ABA and in a different league, one might say, Aiden would kick Dr. J with the ABA. But, everyone talks about Magic and Larry. No one talks about Dr. J in these discussions. So
I think... Nah, I almost lied. I was gonna say Tatum, but I don't see it. So the reason I was gonna say Jason Tatum is because I think that like it's an element of a lot of people who just don't want to fuck with him no matter what. But then at some point, it's like, dang, hey gang, the sidestep's working. Hey dog, I don't know what to say. The sidestep does work. You may not have to like the move, you may not like the super team, you may not like these things, but hey, you ask the man to perform, Tatum with the game on the line, sometimes that shit clinks, and then sometimes it's a bucket. But I guess I'm gonna honestly go with like the realm that Damo was, of essentially just a guy that may not get the recognition all the time, but then there's a certain niche crowd that will give you that said recognition. I think weirdly enough, Kyrie Irving. I think he might say something extremely controversial, and he might have never not been to most people the guy, but there is a subsection of people that will look you dead in the face and tell you that is the guy.
How is he not Kobe Bryant?
I thought about Kobe as well.
I'm lost as to how he's not Kobe.
Because Kobe got the recognition and respect he deserved.
I'm about to say
post-death.
Even before he died, he got the respect, recognition,
and that's from a niche group of people.
Basketball fans?
Hold on. This can't that can't be the argument. But then there's this movement post-death that people was hating on Kobe, people was disrespecting Kobe. That can't be the argument. Are y'all acknowledging that there was an argument from NBA players, from people on the internet, the content creators, that Kobe Bryant has been disrespected his career?
I definitely think Kobe has a subsection of people that disrespect him, but I think the love outweighed the disrespect. But I see
I see it now, because there's a lot of people talking about like, why isn't Kobe in these GOAT discussions? The same way people are talking about Aiden. Why isn't Aiden
it's definitely
and all the content creators in the same niche stop countless of times to talk about Aiden Ross and how pivotal he is, et cetera, while there is a huge movement of people that are like, nah, discredit. I don't know how Aiden Ross is.
I mean, everything you just said applies to James Harden, so that's why he's not Kobe Bryant to me, because it applies to James Harden.
Aiden also has peaked though.
live.
Aiden has also been like the best in his field, et cetera, et cetera.
At one point in time, James Harden was
arguably
the best in the field.
I
Again,
think the separation would be winner. I just don't know. So at this point, we're saying that there's no separation between Kobe and James Harden. What would be the separation that needs to be done for you to say Aiden is James or Kobe Bryant?
his reign would have had to been longer. His reign wasn't long enough for me to say he was Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant had longevity.
Here we go. He switched jerseys, platforms, and was at the top.
And how many of them views was real views on that platform? So there we go. Aiden, yes. How many of them? Everybody on Kick is questionable right now. From the top to the bottom, everyone on that platform is questionable. If you don't think so, cool. I'm just saying again. Aiden peak. He had a crazy peak. James Harden. Just the longevity is not there, like a Kobe.
Twitch got view botting allegations too. So
They do got all of them. Everybody.
I went with Kevin Durant for a lot of the same reason that y'all said. And because early on at the time he was homegrown, everybody really loved him when he was taking over, like with the OKC Thunder, and he did some bullshit that made a lot of people turn on him with him, OKC going to Golden State. And there was a legitimate point in time where, people were considering him like, is it passing the torch? Is this the greatest guy? There ended up being a guy who upstaged him, which we'll obviously come to that guy here in a moment. But he has always going to have like this semi-tarnished legacy for like his own shit he did on his own. Now, whether you discredit him for the things that he did, or whether you love him for the things that he accomplished before that, that's where I put him, because Kevin Durant is undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. And also on a personal note, Kevin Durant was my favorite player before he went to Golden State, and Aiden Ross was one of my favorite streamers before he turned into little bitch ass hater, and we got into personal beef that y'all know about. So, and that's just on my side.
B-Soul's football regular season is coming to a close, and my Falcons aren't doing so hot.
Omar, my Patriots aren't either, but at least we can make some money on Prize Picks, right?
That's the only reason why I'm invested on Sunday night.
Prize Picks is Let's Keep It a Buck's favorite way to play daily fantasy sports. They offer weekly promotions that can lead to very big payouts like Taco Tuesday, so you can win more money and have more money in your pockets. It's pretty easy to make lineups on Prize Picks. They have a bunch of different sports you can choose from, and then within those sports they have a bunch of different categories. You can go to points, rebounds, assists, and if you really know what you're doing, all you got to do is click more or less on your favorite player, and you can win a bunch of money on Prize Picks. All you got to do is select more, select less, just make sure they're not on the same team, put in the amount you're comfortable with, and press submit lineup to submit a lineup.
Hopefully some of that bread touches down in my pockets this holiday season. Shouts out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video.
Up next is Bruce. He was at the top of his game really early on. He was one of the three main streamers that you would think of when you thought of Twitch streamers back in the late 2010s. Part of DYK. He was running it up. He had pretty much all mainstream shit. He had music, he had fashion, he had everything. He had a lot of collaborations. He joined OTK, trying to bridge the gap between Poggers and WL. He was like the first wave of that. And then, some shit went down. Now, I'm not, it is what it is. So, the floor.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, this is very easy. I'm going to be blunt. I wish I had saved Kyrie, but I didn't. So I'm gonna easily say Russell Westbrook. I mean, my God, just straight up a Russell Westbrook thing. He averaged a triple double, MVP numbers. Nobody's gonna dispute. Bruce dropping off. Bruce drop him off, putting up big numbers. He was on a perhaps future super team. Things didn't work out. And now he's still gonna put up his own numbers, but everybody always just sits back and wonders, damn, what if they all stay together? This is easy, Russ.
Yeah. No, not my guy, Russell Goldbrook. Not no way. Yeah, this is too easy. Sorry, Sage. This is gonna be one of your guys. I might hurt your childhood when I say this. John Wall. This is John Wall. John Wall had a very high peak in the mid 2010s. He was in the NBA community, a lot of people's favorite point guard, had his own little dance, had a movement. John Wall was that guy, had the Zig Tex. I remember Zig Tex, had his shoe, had everything. And then you found out he was throwing up gang signs. And then you found out it was a bunch of shit behind the scenes that literally limited his growth and what he could be, and genuinely cost him his spot in this league.
Why didn't you say arenas?
That's
Sage,
why.
Sage,
That's
relax.
mine. God damn it,
Sage,
that was
relax,
mine.
relax.
Oh, oops.
I mean, that's tough. He fucked y'all up. But yeah, John Wall.
Well, damn, let's shoot the load now. Mine is Gilbert Arenas. I was going in a different direction. Definitely saw chat. Man, this links up so much. I don't think we even need to talk about it. Gilbert Arenas in the locker room. Bruce dropped him off in them DM/Discord chats. So don't know what to tell you.
I was gonna say Russ, but Gil probably is a better one.
Yep, this is the one that I lobbed to Gilbert Arenas. It almost follows a direct career path. Ego monster, could set it up on the ones. Had a bad team, but had like Karan Butler, Anton Jameson that he could wing with. And then he, bro, kind of just pissed it all away. But still, same way Gil has his podcast, the same way that Bruce is never gonna go away. Dio is probably one of the most insane fan bases. It's up there with like Barb's. All right, this is awful. Well, let's go back to this one later. Fanum. Y'all know Fanum, and we could do AMP as a whole, but we have to do one other guy that I'm sure you know about. But Fanum, big, kind of blew up off of AMP, went to GTRP, probably the most well-known RPer out there. Just chatting monster, IRL monster, like y'all know Fanum, he's part of AMP. He is solid across the board, underrated for how funny he is because he might be overshadowed by some of the other giants in his own group. But it's still solid and can get his own work done.
Oh, I got this. D Wade, man. Ooh. I think Fanum peaks, definitely one of them ones at his peak. If you view AMP as the Miami Heat, you can definitely make a strong argument that Kai is the LeBron and D Wade is the guy that brought, LeBron onto the Heat. You know what I'm saying? And the guy that built the championship culture there, that may be Glaze, but yeah, D Wade.
Yeah, this is gonna seem like Glaze, but I think Chris Paul. I think this is a person that probably doesn't get all of the nods and recognitions for essentially orchestrating a lot of plays in AMP, but definitely has the talent himself, and it's just a matter of injuries, aka breaks from streaming or certain things like that. That in hindsight, why not Chris Paul? So yeah, whatever the case may be, but even with said injuries or whatever, he's still one of the greats. So Chris Paul.
Damn, between CP3 and D Wade, I ain't gonna lie.
Man, those good ones. I'm over here like racking right
no
now.
Funny shit. No funny shit.
Yeah, I got one.
I feel like I got one, but I might be yapping. But fuck it, I gotta give somebody. Kawhi Leonard. I'm gonna go Kawhi for the simple fact, very integral, very impactful player. Definitely doesn't get the recognition he deserves from the masses or the casuals, but real ballers know Kawhi's a dog. Real streamers know Fanum's funny, talented, hilarious, good guy. And most importantly, motherfuckers didn't realize how much the league needed the nigga until he wasn't there. AMP was dope, but when Fanum wasn't there, you realize how much you miss Fanum and really needed Fanum.
Okay. Omar?
No, I can't. These
Those
are good.
those
are really good. Those are really
Yeah.
good. I'm not even trying to be funny.
I personally went with Jaylen Brown for the same reason. It's just when the Celtics, it could be anybody's night. There are a lot of people there, even Derek White, but the way that he could just handle himself or just like he could put up a 40 ball by himself, does not need other people's content to go crazy. Seems to do even better with good groups. Like that, this is somebody that's just solid, doesn't get the recognition that they deserve for sure. Hasan is the political streamer at large right now. Big left wing guy, well known for being just handsome. Just has a lot of political takes. Like that's what he's known for. I don't know what to tell you. The motherfucker just. They glaze him crazy. It's him and Duke. It's just that the Gojo Sakuna, the strongest history versus strongest of today. That's Hasan and Duke. So stream monster. Dude's probably the most consistent in the game. He streamed for like damn near 2 years straight with consistency. Pretty well known, well received by most, but is very divisive by people that don't like him. So
I got it.
Dang.
Go ahead.
Timberwolves, K Love. Consistency, you know what you're getting every night. Handsome guy. Put him in those same conversations. He was in a Banana Republic ad. And Hasan also plays a little bit like Kevin Love in actual basketball. But main thing is Mr. Consistency.
I got it. I don't know ball at all about him. All I heard was the bitches think he's cute. So yeah, Jordan Poole.
He's not flashy enough. That's the only thing.
The bitches think he cute.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have another surface level one because I don't necessarily watch all of his content, anything like that. But it seems like an educated man thus far. And then again, he could be saying some stupid shit. I don't know what his political takes are. But he seems like an educated guy. But more importantly, kind of looks like him. I'm going JJ Redick. I feel like he can't just have a bad stream. It is like is the Hasan ever gonna have a bad stream? Probably not. And then JJ's a smart guy. He definitely knows the X's and O's, things like that, and he used to hoop. So we'll go with JJ.
Does he look like JJ?
I feel like if JJ Redick was a streamer,
Or like Luka.
he would be Hasan though.
Like Luka head. JJ head, but Luka face. Yeah.
JJ head. Whoa.
Yeah.
JJ
I'm
hair.
gonna go Giannis, bro. I'm gonna go Giannis.
All right.
When you look at his numbers, always in MVP discussions. Like when you look at the top streamers every single year, he's always in the top 5 conversation. Does he actually win the whole thing every single year? Probably not. But always in the mix. Generally liked by people, but the motherfuckers that hate him. That sounds like Giannis. So.
No. I agree. Giannis was tough up there. For me, I went with Devin Booker strictly for the fan club of like he gets people to watch streams just because people are glazing him. Like it's that tough. He's very consistent. He might have an off day here and there, but he's typically well received. People know that bro scores. He can go for 30, 40. He's typically like a 20-point guy. Not too crazy selfish, but hey. He got people pulling up just to watch him. So that's Hasan. All right, Ninja. I brought this just for OGs. Ninja was the reason damn near that Twitch became what it was. In the 2014-2015 era, there was probably not a single soul that had ever done it like him. Largest content creator by far. First one to push it into the mainstream. Fortnite GOAT. But he did have some crazy after the fact when he retired into just casual streaming shit. He started to have some opinions. So floor is open.
I hope Damo don't take mine, but go
easy.
ahead.
Nah, this is easy. This is a layup.
If he take one,
it's a layup.
I'm about to say this is too easy. I'm gonna do the layup. Shaq. Come on. This is Shaquille O'Neal. At one point in time was the biggest in the world. Then when the game passed him by, has done nothing but hate every nigga afterwards. Literally every chance he get. There might be a small niche of people that he does like. He might give backhanded compliments to people that come after him, but they gotta kiss his ass. But the ones that just do their own thing, be great on their own, and don't acknowledge this nigga, he's ready to talk shit every chance he gets. Shaq.
Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just that's creative. But I think we're all about to say similar sentiments here. So I'll go ahead and say Chuck if you want to ring. So I like basically the same.
So Shaq.
Yeah, if Chuck did have the G4 classification or anything like that, Chuck very similar to Shaquille O'Neal. One point in time, maybe even perhaps an underrated player, maybe a player that as time goes on we downplay that championship run. But no. In hindsight, I don't know what happened. It's just somewhat personally, gang, just a bit of jealousy that comes off of at least.
Shaq was mine.
Next generation to the next generation. I did not.
Yeah, Shaq was mine. Damo didn't mention the controversy in the beginning of his career, like when Shaq was cheating on his wife. I heard Ninja was saying some really edgy stuff back in the day. But yeah, so that's his fumble right there. But yeah, same sentiments for that. I am gonna say Cheryl Swoops. Ninja be swooping. We could also have gone Steven Jackson if we wanted to. It's whoever you wanted to go that's hating on the youngins.
So a lot.
So you got that one?
No. It's Shaq. It's Shaq for me. Shaq is too perfect.
Shaq is way too perfect. I ain't gonna lie.
I have 3. Shaq was one of them. Jerry West was another one because it's just from the start and it was very similar. He just hated everybody else that came out after. He was the original like golden boy. It was the NBA logo. But I would be remiss if I didn't put the Jordan accusations on him because of where we're currently at with the GOAT discussions. There's only one other person you can ever compare to the other guy that's on this list that we'll get to, and it's Ninja. There's only ever been only two, and I don't care who the fuck you're talking to, people that have dominated streaming to the point that they were actually celebrities in real life, to the point that they were like in commercials. They were in, this, that, and the third. There's only ever been 2, and he's one of them. And he was the first one when no one else was even considered. People heard about Fortnite. People heard about that. No one knew who video game players were unless you're in the culture. But if you said Ninja, every single person, even my mom, knew who Ninja was in 2015, and that makes no fucking
Does she know
sense.
he a hater now?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay.
She keeps up. You feel me?
Okay.
Max.
I don't know.
This is SGA.
This is SGA.
SGA.
I'm not gonna say anything about the FaZe boys. Y'all know who they are, so go ahead.
Yeah, no questions asked. This is SGA. The cool kid. A lot of clippable moments. He can put up the numbers. We'll see if they win a championship because they are a super team right now.
This is Jalen. This is Jalen Green. Yeah, man. Cool kids want to be a cool kid, and every time I get a chance to peep in and see what the game look like, I'm never impressed. So, yeah, I'm going Jalen Green.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Ja Morant. I haven't. Now, granted, I'm a huge fan of Ja Morant. I watch all of his games and shit like that. Haven't necessarily seen the most of Max's streams or anything like that, but from perception of his viewers, anything like that, seems like there's a lot of electrifying shit going on. However, I just don't know. So I'm kind of talking on my ass here. I'm going Ja Morant.
I think we all have similar reasons as to why we're saying it. I'm gonna go LaMelo Ball.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yep. I also had Ja, but LaMelo's good. Yeah, we're gonna start cruising through these unless there's like a major one that we have. Jinxie.
Embiid
brought a game up from the ashes, pretty much solo carries an entire genre of streaming.
Bought the post game up from the ashes.
That sound like Embiid, man.
That sound like Embiid.
I ain't the process. The process, man.
You might got a unanimous one. Yeah.
Sengun.
Oh, the Sengun.
This is Sengun.
Damo wants to be different so bad.
Brought the post game up from the ashes. I'm with y'all.
That's crazy.
I agree with y'all. I think this is.
I'd actually put him as Giannis just because he's very quotable, but very similar. He has like a one-dimensional kind of game.
Okay. Yeah.
Jason, also FaZe.
Jason.
Damn, it would be crazy if we all said what we wanted to say here. I'm gonna say Trae Young. He had his moment, and let's see if he gets
I do
it back.
not know much about Jason at all.
I'll say it. He Jeremy Lin, man. I ain't gonna lie.
There we go.
Hey,
Lin run. It's over with.
Wait, hold on. Crazy. Jeremy Lin with longevity, because I do think he's gonna stay for long.
Okay.
But in terms of like the stream where the Asians are, you know what I'm saying, really repping right now, our Asian representation within the game. Yeah, man.
I should let B Souls go first, ain't it?
Yeah, right.
It's cool though.
It's cool, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go Reed Shepherd. I hear about him. People tell me he's great. People tell me he's good. When I turn the TV on and watch him play, I don't see shit. So,
Jesus.
Reed Shepherd.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know shit, and there's no diss. I just don't know.
I'm letting y'all know right now. I would give it, out of everybody in FaZe, I'd probably give him the highest chance to be the biggest numbers.
The guy,
I personally think that he has the biggest chance industry wise for sure to be somebody. I went with Yao Ming.
I feel you.
So
at one point somebody looked at the G League Ignite and said, "Yo, Scoot Henderson's gonna be a star." Now there's no G League Ignite.
Oh,
generational.
All right, Rage. We don't need to talk about Rage. Y'all know Rage. This one's obvious. If you don't know,
this one, it's a low hanging fruit joke, but I mean, he's literally the robot jokes, the injury jokes. Literally left the game randomly. He was quiet. This is Kawhi Leonard, if I've ever seen it. Furthermore, it is also necessary. He's not even necessary. He's like, what if Kawhi just won more? because it's not really a what if with Kawhi. Like, he's not the same what if with Kawhi. Rage came back and did the numbers he did. So we found out. But yeah, he's Kawhi Leonard. This is not that hard. Or you could pay homage to one of his favorite players, but I'll give one of the chances.
Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
I agree. If it's not Kawhi or Derrick Rose, you're tripping. Except for Damo, who go ahead, Damo.
Oh yeah, I'm sticking with a very, 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 very obvious theme. This will have to be Fred VanVleet. The veteran in the room, full of young guys that needs leadership, needs a way, has been there, has done it, won a ring, got the big bag, got the big championship. Now he's just a chill guy. He's a cool guy. Every time you see he's around one of the younger ones, the Reed Shepherds, the Jalen Greens, trying to drop knowledge, trying to give game, but let's see if it works.
I'm all for that. You couldn't even give him like AD though.
I swear, bro.
AD don't play on the Rockets.
Like,
Where?
I was about to say Allen Iverson.
Yeah, that low ass P.
I'm not gonna lie, I brought in Lacey just so I could do this. All right, anyway. So Ronaldo, we can just wrap up FaZe in general. Where would y'all put FaZe collectively as a group?
I don't think for this guy right here, super easy for me as well.
Just collectively, where would y'all put them?
Collectively, these niggas is the 25 Rockets. That's where I got them. That's what I've been naming all current Rockets players.
Oh, okay.
They're 25 Rockets. Yeah.
Not the Celtics are not the Hornets.
These are the Thunder. These
aren't the Hornets. The FaZe clan's not the Hornets.
I'm not the biggest FaZe clan guy. I'm not anymore anyway. I'm of the old regime. I'm of the old regime. I don't like this new shit they got going on. Not that I don't like the Rockets. I just see a lot of similarities. And yeah, especially there's a lot of personal shit for why I don't like them niggas either. But that's
it does have to be the Hornets based off of even the video that Bezos made the other day about, why people don't like them and just the mentality about them being just immature content creators. Like the content in and of itself is just immature. Maybe a couple of LaMelo balls in the conversation, but it's just like, Tevin, you said the Thunder?
I think that for just Banks and the way that he can pick up talent, like the way that he picked it, like he goes out and finds the people.
It could be the Thunder. It could be the Thunder with Sam Presti.
No, I think it's the Hornets just for the way that the current Hornets for how flashy that they are, but like the motherfuckers still losing, like you know what I'm saying, and they got Rage, who's basically like. Well, Gordon Hayward on fucking Taj Gibson, old injured ass, like not just wondering what the hell's going on.
Reach for that one. Taj Gibson was crazy. What the fuck?
I don't know who's on the Hornets besides a bunch of crazy young niggas. Like there ain't nobody.
No, I mean
you're right, but you're right.
It might be Taj Gibson.
Yeah, I was gonna go. By the way, I was gonna go with the 2022 Suns. Essentially, I have like. Yeah, like this. It's a young team. It's a fun team. They ain't got no defense though, but I don't necessarily watch them too much. I just know that everybody doesn't quite necessarily give them the crown, but I know that they compete well.
I like the Hornets a lot more. You would think them niggas is winning. They got a losing record.
Yeah, I literally just don't watch, so I wouldn't know.
All right, we have Ludwig up. Because I can see we a lot of the chat's trying to get into it, so we'll skip a couple.
Okay.
We'll do the big one since everybody's want to do that, and then if y'all want to do the rest of them, you can. But Agent,
I'm gonna say Chris Paul, bro. I think this is a guy that like has been on a bunch of different teams. The longevity is definitely there, and again, not to glaze, but it just seems like wherever he goes, they winning to a degree. Like that's Chris Paul to me. So
I'm gonna go Kevin Durant. Because his game is just like, no matter like we talk about plug and play, I don't see a niche where he doesn't work, if that makes sense. Like I feel like if you want him to just play 2K, he could do that. You want him to do meme reactions, he could do that. You want him to stream, he could do that. You want him to try to even do some like smarter-ish content, whatever the case may be. He can do that. He's a streamer. I think Kevin Durant. He's adapted to multiple systems and he does it rather well.
I'm going Kobe Bryant. This is a guy that I've watched since I was in fucking high school still. Like the longevity is there. And most importantly, for why I give him Kobe, he's been able to achieve success and greatness in avenues I wasn't even thinking this nigga would be able to do. Every turn he makes, every step of the way he goes, there's genuinely a level of success he hits where it's just like, God damn, can this nigga fail? In my opinion. I'm going Kobe.
I thought we were just doing as a streamer. I didn't think we glazed him as a whole content creator. I didn't know. I didn't know that
I
that's
was
who.
talking about the time.
He just giving love, Omar. He just
No,
giving,
I just
he just
no,
giving
I didn't
flowers,
know.
you know?
I did not know. Agent is a Klay Thompson. I think he can have his superstar moments. I think he can be very plug and play. And then also, I think Agent can shoot people out the game with just trying way too hard. But I think that's exactly why he is Klay Thompson.
I'm saying he's Pat Riley, because bro gets money and he knows where to go to get it. Every single time that man knows how to get money. I don't know.
The Facebook bag was crazy.
I don't know a man that's more money oriented out there right now. He went crazy. Omar didn't judge RDC off streamings.
I did. They're the Warriors they're the Cavs based off of streaming. Still Mark. I don't even know.
Okay, the whole reason I even thought of this, we got Ray, and y'all already know how I feel about it. And I'll specifically say that she's Magic Johnson. She is much more the face. Everyone thinks only positively of her. She's a lot more, not so much flashy, but she just gets around in a way that's much more positive. Pokey is the one that's has a lot more scandals, controversies, I'll say, and has much more of like a gritty outlook based on who's looking at her. But Ray, to my knowledge, is pretty much universally liked. So does that hold up to y'all?
Yeah, basically, we're looking for whatever player you guys believe just doesn't get hate, because it's like, well, who the fuck?
Is this Steph?
It could be said. You know what? It
could. I'm not using Steph, but you could. It's just like who is the player that, and it's the NBA, so all of them do, but who gets like the least amount of slander? Because that's what I would say.
Constantly a top creator. People, I mean, from every generation working with her. She got brand deals. She got voice acting deals. She's like working with actual celebrities. She's like well on top of her shit. She's well received. Like, it's not even like on some glaze shit. Like, I don't know. She had that one controversy where she signed with that makeup or that makeup brand that fucked everybody over. But other than that, she's like spotless record.
I'm saying Dirk.
Yeah, I don't want to use Steph because I think Steph fits someone else way too perfectly. So I'm gonna say probably like Dirk, because who the fuck hates Dirk Nowitzki? It's like a weird player to hate.
Yeah, I don't know ball at all, so I don't know.
All right, well, Mac Johnson is there. We go. This is what I was looking for. Now it's time for Kai. Fuck, y'all know who Kai is, bro.
Yeah, Kai. Yeah, so I just talked about it, so I'll go ahead and start this off quickly. Yeah, Kai is the screaming definition of Steph Curry at this point. You talk about a guy that came out of nowhere, kind of ish to a lot of people. I understand he was doing skits back in the day, but for a lot of people, found out through AMP. And at first, very much negative things to say about the character. It was like, oh my God, who is this motherfucker just yelling at the goddamn video? And then next thing you know, he winds up being everybody's favorite. Then he starts shooting from half court on the stream. So I think this is an easy one-to-one, change the game. He's doing shit in his own unique way. And a lot of people trying to be Steph, and they ain't Steph. This is easy Steph Curry for me.
If Aiden was Dr. J to me, I think, and you might bring him up very soon. Speed and Kai are Bird of Magic to me. I think for this next generation, they're definitely 1 and 2. Always putting up the crazy numbers, face of the league type talent. You know what I'm saying? I'm going Magic or Bird. I'm gonna just rock with Magic. So.
This was my Steph. Aiden Ross was James Harden because Cosnet to me is Steph.
This is I guess I would have to say my LeBron. I would have to say LeBron. Good trajectory. I don't want to say like he was on the same trajectory as LeBron. Went to the super team, got crazy from there. Took over the super team, got even crazier from there. So what's going on right now? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I think he's LeBron to me.
Yeah, I also had him as LeBron. And when you talk about like Steph is, you could easily see it as like someone who revolutionizes the space and gives competition, but you don't have a Steph without a LeBron, right? There has to be a thing that you revolutionize, and there wasn't a Steph, there wasn't a LeBron at the time. Like, even if you, like, Ninja was well on his way out by that time, nobody really owned the space until Kai took it. LeBron, yeah, you do have to talk about like previous like trajectories and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, the numbers matter the most, and no, there is not a soul out there that's doing 25, 8, and 8 every single night, for as long as they have, and not to just do to be good or revolutionize the game, but to have better numbers every single time you do it, to the point where it's like, that tweet where it's like, man, LeBron already 30. Thank God this shit don't have to go on too much longer. Like, oh, Kai already got 100K subs. They don't have to go on too much longer. And then that nigga one up it and go to 700K. Yeah. You don't even see things like that. His crazy glaze, but his eye for content is in a realm that's like only he can see it. Like, that's truly like a one-on-one situation. So,
I'm sure.
Pokimane. I already said it's Larry Bird, very scrappy, very gritty, super business oriented. Probably after Agent is like my number 2 biggest business person. Knows how to get it done, and I've met her several times. Like, she's very nice. Like, I know a lot of people ain't fucking with her, but like, she, like, once you meet her in person, really cool. Outside of that, you're gonna have your own perspectives about it. So, do y'all fuck with the Larry Bird comparison?
Yeah.
No, not at all. I will go with. Me personally, I'm going Westbrook. Only reason,
and that wearing it on your shirt, you wear it on your shirt, so you a Pokimane stand. Okay.
Ironic. Yeah, I'm going Westbrook for the simple fact I'm not the biggest fan. Ironically,
I'm gonna go Jerry West. Actually, I think Jerry West is a good comp for Pokimane. The logo of Twitch for some people, like when you think of Twitch. For some people, like, Pokimane is very correlated. Maybe not anymore. Like, Kai definitely took that shit. But for a minute, when you thought of Twitch, you thought of Pokimane. Impact is there. Very business-oriented. Yeah, I'm going to go Jerry West.
I might have to agree with the Jerry West. I need somebody else that is just a little bit more controversial, and I cannot think of it right now.
For Jerry West?
For Jerry West?
No. For Pokimane, like a more controversial NBA player.
Ron Artest? No.
Nah, but it still has to be like, it has to be up there with the controversy, and that's where I'm like,
controversial. You just talk shit.
And I already use Kobe. I would probably have to go with Jerry West too. I agree with what B Souls is saying. I just need a little bit more controversy.
Well,
nah, real controversy, not like, oh, you fucked too many bitches.
Chumperlane.
And I think this is at least the last one picture-wise because we skipped a few. But Senna, we talked about this, and I said if Pokey and Ray are Magic and Bird, then Senna has the opportunity to beat Jordan. She was relatively obscured by the other talent of her era, similar to Jordan on that North Carolina team with Perkins and James Worthy. Then immediately jumped into her own when she started doing things with like OTK. Then she did the Agent stream, marathon stream, and has seemingly only been on a complete upward trajectory. I said the potential to be Jordan, at least in the female space. Currently, I couldn't tell you. I was hoping y'all could tell me.
I got
to
you.
be Jordan sound like Anthony Edwards, so I'm gonna go Anthony Edwards.
Oh, you know what?
Jen,
Hey.
I
rock that. I rock that.
That's a good answer. If we're going with people with Jordan potential, though, I raise you. I don't even know what it is. I call you at Anthony Edwards, and I raise you. Deshaun Stevenson. Not gonna lie, Deshaun Stevenson also had Jordan comp. Had Jordan potential. He had Jordan comp, had Jordan potential, but can she be that? Fuck no. Deshaun Stevenson.
Oh, well, tell me how you really feel.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you said that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead
and send it to her. Like, what?
I'm a hater.
This nigga is praying.
The first thing I'm gonna say is, say nigga, say it, and she won't, and then I win. There you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and say if I get 2 on the nose again, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Caitlin Clark then, based on the description and then based on just like potential to really like put, because I think Twitch. Nah, I don't want to say that. That's not true.
Nah, let it out. Go ahead.
Nah, because I was gonna say Twitch is waiting on like that next female face to like be the girl on Twitch, but I'm like Pokimane's still here, so I mean I say that.
It's actually Emily right now too. So
yeah. But I think she could be one of the next future faces. I probably wouldn't still say Caitlin Clark though. Anthony Edwards is pretty damn good.
That's a damn good answer.
Yeah, like, and I honestly even knew of her because I watched the 3 Idiots or whatever with C Reaction.
Yeah,
I remember when she was with them, so I already knew of her. So when she blew up, I was like, oh shit, that's Senna. So yeah, I'll say between Caitlin Clark and Anthony Edwards, you can really pick either one.
And this is why she is Paige Beckers, right?
Okay.
Carried by a bunch of names for the past 6 years. Right? It's supposed to be the next, always compared to somebody, and is getting exposed when she has to be by herself.
Crazy.
You know, and is always getting compared to the past when she had all these names surrounded around her, not living up to the hype. And somebody who I personally don't think will live up to the hype. They said Paige was going to be better than Caitlyn her rookie season. And they say Senna is going to be all these things, but when the lights are brightest, what's that Donald Trump meme? No, cut those lights off. Cut those lights off. So.
Okay. Well, all right. Well,
I think Sean Stevenson won the bad pick.
Oh, and then the last one was Flight. I just had it here as a meme. So
Allen Iverson is good. Allen Iverson
is also his favorite player of all time.
Yeah, favorite player.
Or next to Steph.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because look at Curry, man. Favorite player, changed the game. Definitely, when it's all said and done, has a unique game that perhaps we may never see another motherfucking Flight again. So
this is your favorite streamer's favorite streamer. It is very similar to your favorite.
And that sound like AI. I don't know.
Yeah, he might be the one.
Brandon,
Yeah.
And I think that's all the ones that I had. If there's any that I missed,
y'all niggas haters, bro.
I would have just said Steve Francis, but that's just me.
Can I ask where y'all would have put Steve?
Speed?
Or Speed. I said Steve.
Oh shit, Speed.
That was my LeBron.
Yeah,
I skipped through a bunch of them, so
I would call him Luka. I think he just took over the game by storm, and especially with the global perception that he has versus just the American one. I'm calling him Luka.
Yep. And I think it falls with Luka because he used to be kind of a hoe. He was a little whiny, and now he kind of like absorbed it a little bit. And not the same way that Speed was a hoe, but like Speed was more of a like he had a lot of controversies because he was young, bro. Like he was on young boy shit. He was definitely on like YN shit. So the fact that he like got older actually matured the same way Luka matured his game. Now they're still prone to doing some, push comes to shove, they might revert a little bit, but they have international appeal and they could very well start putting up numbers.
I feel you. Somebody in the chat said Soul Illuminati. That's my Allen Iverson, but that's probably just bias.
So.
Yes, Soul's who I'm giving AI to, but that's
bro, did Soul even stream?
Like KG.
Soul did streaming. Yes, he started off. Well, not started off streaming, but after he transitioned from 2K, he went straight from 2K to the streaming and doing reactions and shit.
I don't know, man. That might be a Celtic Shaq moment for me.
Yeah, Damo, do you just want to talk about certain creators? Is that it?
No, someone genuinely said Soul in the chat. I look.
No, but I'm just saying, like
Clippers, Pierce.
People have been saying stuff.
I'm trying to see the Celtics hate all this.
So that's certainly a pull, bro. I don't know.
I'm calling him Kevin Garnett. Yeah.
My Julian Newman would have been Jack Doherty.
You know why I didn't put him on here.
Yeah, I know. But D1 crash out and is just big talk. I don't even know what he's doing right now. Like
that's my LiAngelo Ball.
That sound like Julian Newman.
Yeah, stealing shit. Yeah,
that could have been
stealing shit, not listening, doing shit the wrong way. I'm like, yeah, man.